Hello and welcome back to episode 9 of my van build. So over the last couple of weeks I've not got much of the van built. However, I did build these two seat bases, one to go each side in front of the bed just behind me. I'm planning on putting a couple of drawers in the bottom of this one so that I'll be able to pull out into where the doorway is and put socks and underwear and maybe t-shirts in that side. This side I intend to have my diesel heater underneath, so that is just going to be completely empty. Also over the last couple of weeks I've managed to finish off these bits of wall behind. Well, I say finish off. I've put the insulation in, I've put the vapour barrier up, and I've put plywood over the top here because I'm going to have a kitchen unit, a kitchen cupboard at the top here. I've done underneath the window with the insulation, the vapour barrier and the plywood, because again this is where the kitchen unit is going to go. Today I want to get on and put the drawer runners inside the seat base, ready to build the drawers, although I do need to buy some wood to make a base of the drawer, maybe some plywood or MDF or something like that. I'm not sure. I want something that's going to be quite strong, because I hate it when you have drawers like you buy the flat pack ones and after 6 months the base of the drawer has gone all saggy, so I don't want that. So I want something a bit more sturdy, so I've got to do that. And I would quite like, behind there, I'd like to build some hanging space under the bed just for shirts and bits and bobs like that. This is my right hand bed base as I look towards the back of the van, and I've built it mainly with 44mm PSC, which is planed square edge timber for the frame. This bit I've just used a thinner piece because I wanted to allow as much room as possible to put the drawers in and out. The top I've built with a piece of 12mm plywood, and I got the size really. I bought this piece was twice as big, and the seat size is this cut in half, because that's sort of just how it worked out well, rather than buying a massive piece of plywood and trying to get it in the van and trying to cut it. I went for the easy option. I've put some drawer runners in just now, which are 33 by 33 PSE timber, and I'm going to build a drawer at the top and a drawer at the bottom, like I said earlier, for underwear, socks, t-shirts, etc. What I'm going to do now is try and fit it into the van. I wanted to make sure I'd got these runners fitted in first, because I knew it was going to be difficult to try and do that once it was in the van, once it was fixed down. So now I've got those in place, I can fix it into the van, and then I can start actually sort of fixing where it's going to be and work out where I'm going to put the hanging space behind it. This is where it's going to fit. I've still got the old lino down on the floor, but what I'm going to do is just cut away where I'm going to fix this down, and then when I can I will get rid of this lino, but I want to leave it down as long as possible because it's just keeping the plywood floor underneath clean. So I shall cut this away and then I can get this fixed down to the floor. Now this is where my drawing the grid, if you saw my previous episodes, when I put the plywood floor down I marked where the timber joists were underneath the floor, so that when it came to fixing furniture I would know exactly where they were. And so I can see I have got some timber here. Oh, car going past. I've got some timber here, and really annoyingly it just misses that one, so I'll have to fix it in this one going across. But it's worked out that I now know where my joists are to fix to, rather than just willy-nilly drilling into the floor hoping you're going to hit something solid. It's been quite a productive day. I've got the 2 seats now fitted in. I have put the drawer runners into the base of that seat on the right hand side. I've also fitted a hanging rail for my shirts, and I've insulated the wheel arch with the thermal bubble wrap stuff. I know it's not very thermal, but it's as much as the wheel arch is going to get, unless it's too cold, and then it might get some of the recycled plastic bottle over the top of it. But at the moment it's just got the bubble wrap. I've built a plywood wall at the back of the wardrobe area. I've put the rail in, as you'll see, and I'm going to put a door on the inside at some point to keep the clothes clean when they're in there. And there'll also be access from the front, just here. There'll be access to go through here and put shirts in and out. And look, I have a dirty work shirt because there's sawdust everywhere, and I'll be able to put it in there and hang it on the rail. And there you go, that will be my hanging space. And I know the bottom, where are you? The bottom couple of inches of the shirt do sort of roll up on the floor, but I'll make sure that that is a clean area, and the bottom couple of inches of your shirt go into your trousers anyway, so it doesn't matter, does it? But it's about 8 o'clock or something like that, so I'm going to pack up and go home because I need to be at my flat tomorrow for some guy to come and look at the hot water that's not working under the sink in the kitchen. But there you go. So I'm going to pack up for today, and hopefully you've enjoyed the video. It would be really good if you could comment, subscribe to my channel, and hopefully I will have another video out for you soon. Cheers!